lens niya, if ever. So, let's, ano dun sa next question? Contact lens corrections for presbyopes are only limited to full distance vision correction and partial near corrections. So this one is also false. Contact lens corrections for presbyopes can have full distance and full near correction at times. This will still depend on yung still depend on yung case ng patient ninyo at the moment. So another one, a patient with binocular vision concerns cannot be fitted with multifocal lenses. This one is false. Di naman natin entirely na-analyze kung ano ba talaga yung binocular vision concern niya, if ever, for us to say that they cannot be fitted with multifocal contact lenses. There are still cases or there are still patients with binocular vision concerns that can have a significant or a certain degree of correction or good prescription correction with yung multifocal lenses. Next is patients with amblyopia cannot be fitted with monovision lenses. This one is actually false siya. They can still be fitted with monovision lenses, but in this case a certain degree can still parang kumbaga there is a certain degree of handicap or may certain degree din ng vision problems later on. Or kumbaga there are a certain areas if ever is yung distance or near na hindi fully corrected in this time. Pero a certain amount of correction from up to 70% can still be possible for patients with amblyopia. Next is patients who have dry eye disease cannot be a candidate for contact lens wear. This is false. Hindi ko naman din sinabi dito na presbyopic patients or in a certain case are severely dry. Actually, even patients who are severely dry can still be a candidate of contact lens wear. This one is in our discussions before for contact lens materials, diba? The right choice of contact lens materials for patients with dry eyes can be is possible. For example, your patient cannot do conventional lenses, so you proceed to hydrogel lenses or you silicone hydrogel lenses. And if silicone hydrogel or hydrogel lenses are still not possible for patients or hindi pa comfortable kay patient who has dry eyes, you can consider hard lenses. So the next one is good contact lens centration is not at all a problem when fitting monovision lenses. This one is bakit iba yung ano ko dito, iba yung choice ko. This one is false. It is still a problem kasi good contact lens centration is still a good consideration when you are fitting single vision lenses, right? Kasi if there is no good centration, there is a certain amount of VA loss, if ever, and there is a certain amount of discomfort depending on yung degree of decentration. So still, good contact lens centration is still a is still considered still to be considered for still to be considered if you are fitting monovision lenses or even yung multifocal lenses. So next one is once the patient reaches the maximum possible near correction for contact lens CL lenses, contact lenses, there are no other options. This one is false. We still have what we call yung top up. So we can top up yung lenses ng patient ninyo with yung near reading prescription. Okay? Next is a patient who has a reading add of about plus 1.25 can be fitted by a translating design approach with overcorrected reading add. This one is false. You do not overcorrect yung reading add ng patient ninyo. You just gave it to full correction. Okay, so reading spectacles over distance correction contact lenses is not at all a fitting option for presbyopes. This one is a fitting option, di ba? If ever ang patient is kumbaga on a budget, so we go for distance prescription na CL and top up ng reading glasses. Or for patients who have a very high amount of reading ad, so we go for yung ganun na case din. Next one. Patients with a distance VA of 618 should have 100% good results for fitting in distance and near correction. This one is false. Sa ano natin, 'di ba, considerations natin, that would be around 640 or 2040 or worse. Ang 618 would be around 2060 if I'm not mistaken. That's around 2060 in terms of yung sa feet si 618. So that is still around the critical line for having good results. So this one will go down, this will be lower than 100% yung success rate natin. Okay, so are there any questions for your quiz at the moment? Medyo madaming hindi nakaano ha. Medyo mababa. What happened? Ano yung usual na ano ninyo dito? I think yung mga ano nga. Okay, so try to reconsider or try to review on your considerations and your fitting concerns for contact lenses. And let's also bring up yung ano ninyo for sa activity ninyo before yung solving. So some common problems for your solving has been for yung rule of yung science ninyo. Try to review those. And there are some who have just converted lang yung um, per meridian. So do not stop there. 'Di ba ang ginawa natin dito for spherocylinders, when you are to convert it to yung spherocylinder to a cross cylinder and then you solve for each meridian, after you solve for each meridian, you then convert it again to a spherocylinder. Do not stop at the conversion. I-convert ninyo ulit siya into a spherocylinder. Huwag ninyong iiwan na cross cylinder yung final answer ninyo. Although some of you or almost all of you have grasped the concept of yung pag-convert naman, doon lang naman kayo medyo nadadali lang sa transposition. So, touch up, review up on your transpositions, and I will be giving a second activity later on within the day. I will be posting so that you will be answering them also para at least medyo masanay kayo dun sa concept. And again, I encourage you to use calculators, not your phone, when you are going to solve para masanay kayo dun sa calculator ninyo. And always bring your calculator so that hindi kayo nadadali kapag nagpapa-quiz tayo ng mga ganitong cases. Okay, so in this note, are there any questions at the moment? Okay, so I think there are no questions. So at the moment, we will... May nagsasalita ba? Okay. I think there are no questions at the moment, so we can proceed by dismissing. But there is some announcements na lang late for you kasi I think you are also the class for optometry medicine. So we'll be not continuing our class for optomed later on. But I will be, hopefully, when we will be meeting, hopefully, walang baha or walang ulan or walang suspension this Friday so that we will be meeting din sa Friday and we will be discussing some cases or some issues with your ano na to, with your previous na exam, because hopefully we will try to cite those issues and we will go for improvements later on kasi you do need some improvements also in your case analysis and in your case histories and your um, standards for doing your case history sa patients ninyo. Although, dun sa first question ko, I think almost all of you have done yung Lovseya and everything. The only pinaka main thing that I have been asking lang naman dun is your patient's reason for visit. You do not, hindi ninyo naman need na gumawa ng Lovseya during that time. You just, parang this one is just yung initial lang na na reason for visit ng patient nyo. Unless I have cited there that your patient's chief complaint, then you can do yung mga different areas na ginawa natin for yung case history taking. And another one is in terms of sa VA naman ng patient ninyo. When I asked for your patient's VA, that was in meters, not in feet. And there are some, syempre, dun sa mga iba, they have used yung logmar na, logmar na chart. You have, they have their certain, areas for conversion din pa in feet. But if in cases that you have used yung logmar chart, I have considered naman that you will be recording yung logmar na, yung log na readings niya or findings niya. So, in this case, this will be tagged as your quiz, and we will be doing a redo for your what do you call this one? Sa redo for your case history taking or yung first part ninyo ng patient assessment. Hopefully that will be done on Friday. And the next, kasi basically dito sa contact lens, we are already done. Ang ginagawa lang natin is polishing your knowledge in terms of conversion and other aspects in patient assessment, which para at least less lang ang kailangan natin na i-polish later on when we are in clinicals. So try to work hard and review more on your case histories, and of course yung mga preliminary examinations ninyo. At the moment, your preliminary examinations are supposed to be elementary for you kasi this one has been almost all of yung mga preliminary examinations should have been introduced na din sa inyo before going to optometry medicine. Kasi optometry medicine is a subject that merges almost all of the subjects or almost all of the clinical practices that has been taught to you beforehand. Pinaka dyan is yung preliminary examinations and yung handling of other instruments. As in, parang ang mangyayari lang sana dito sa sa optometry medicine is for you to be applying every single one of those key areas up until now. So I do encourage you guys to touch up and review on most of your clinical practices na that has been discussed to you also. Ang inaano ko lang talaga is I will just be adding some of those areas. And yun yung medyo kulang kayo sa application at the moment. Hopefully this will be improving naman later on. Because I think this one is just your first time naman na mag-assess talaga ng patient. Or actually, this is not even a real patient. This is just a practice patient at the moment. Hindi siya yung as in na very, yung very, talaga yung cases niya. And each practice patient that has been given last time have their certain certain issues or certain roles to play in the hindi sila basta-basta lang na gumagawa ng attitude niya or anything. So there is a patient who is very talkative. In that case, there is also a patient who is illiterate. And I have discussed naman with you guys kung paano ninyo uh, i-handle ang patient who is illiterate or a patient who has communication barriers. So those areas, especially din sa also sa patients that are in terms of yung mga instruments na meron sa sa clinic. the reason of hindi ninyo alam kung paano gamitin yung instrument is not a valid reason at this point. Kasi you have all the time, you have a lot of time to practice in the clinic, and the clinic is always open as long as you ask permission. And if it is restricted at the moment, you ask permission from me so that I can give I can give a heads up kay custodian. Pero as far as I know, the whole week before yung exam ninyo, the polyclinic has been open for anyone to practice. And there are only a limited number, or I have heard that there was only a limited number of students who have arrived there to practice yung paggamit ng mga instruments doon. So I do advise you guys to do your practices for your preliminary examinations and your clinical applications, so that later on less likely na magkakaroon kayo ng issues. Prove to me that you have your you are capable of having or wearing your white coat later on. So in this case, are there any questions before we end our class? Okay, if there are no other questions, I will be seeing you by Friday. Hopefully, if the weather is good, I will be releasing naman yung schedule din also for your remedial and a follow-up discussion. And then hopefully, we will be doing another follow-up or make-up class on a different date also kasi medyo pressed with time tayo. You're expected to have your grades finalized before the 29th actually. So we need to do some double time later on. Okay? So if there are no concerns at the moment, you can go na then.